game show when it's happening to me. So the camera is always on me, right? So I can never show anything. So no matter what happens, I just kind of go, a great day to be sitting in traffic for 12 hours, isn't it? Right? No matter what happens, I don't show it. So it builds up and builds up. And then it comes out when I'm not ready. On several occasions, I have thrown the cash cab into park and leapt into traffic. With full intention of kicking the shit out of a complete and total stranger. I'm not proud of it. All right, I'm a little bit proud of it. On one particular occasion, we were sitting in traffic on 3rd Avenue for the 150th day in a row. We continue to choose 3rd Avenue, despite the fact that they're building a hospital and a pipeline and a freaking amusement park in the middle of 3rd Avenue. We are guaranteed at least 40 minutes of going absolutely nowhere. So I'm already irritated by the traffic. To make matters worse, there's an electrician in a van behind me who doesn't seem to understand how a traffic jam works. Right? He seems to be under the impression that somewhere all the way at the front of the traffic jam, there is a man in a very wide car who has just nodded off at the wheel. And then if he, the electrician, can only honk long and loud enough, he will wake the man in the wide car, and we'll all be on our merry way immediately. To make matters even worse, the electrician and his horn have impeccable timing. They're as good as the owl, if not a little better. He will only honk if I have just begun speaking, which means I have to stop speaking and start all over again. So I'm talking. I'm like, located in downtown. What is this guy's problem? Let's try that again. Located in downtown. Son of a bitch! I try to sneak one in real quick before he can honk. Like, located in downtown. How does he know? And then that little fuse in my head short-circuited. Now everything's different. Now there is no 3rd Avenue. There's no hospital or pipeline or amusement park. There's nothing. There's just me and the electrician. So I'm like, I think I'll put my window down. Another bird. This one is completely flightless. I wish to God I could fly off the end of my arm and push that asshole in the nose and fly right back. But it can't, so I just hold it up there long and steady. Make sure he sees it. And not only does this not stop the horn, but an already powerful horn seems to somehow be gaining strength from the finger gesture. Right before it was like, burr, now it's like, burr. Now I'm like moving back and forth. Singing a crazy little song in my head, like, I am going to kill you. La 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 la. And then the horn stops, and I'm like, oh my God, it worked. And as I'm pulling my hand back in, I see in the mirror, the electrician is now getting out of his van. He is walking toward the cash cab at a healthy clip. I don't think he's coming to say, hey, I really love your show. Right? Because he's walking like this. So I've been in a situation like this at this point and stayed in the cab. Now, if you've never been in a road rage altercation situation, the Take it from me, seated and buckled in with your face in a big hole at perfect punching height. There's no way to begin a street fight. The other guys would be like, really? You're just going to keep your face in a big opening like a booth at the county fair? You can just punch the shit out of you over and over and over until you remember that you can close the window. So I've been there before. It didn't end that way, but it could have. So I remember it, and I see him coming, and I'm like, that's not happening again. So I throw the cab in the park, and I come barreling out. Now, I am the last dude that he was expecting to see come flying out of the driver's seat of a New York City taxi cab. Right? He's expecting a much smaller Middle Eastern fella. Right? Not 6.5-foot me with my Marine Corps haircut. 200 episodes of pent-up cash cab road rage. Burning in my eyes.
Sports show wins by